I'm sorry that I look like a whole mess and shit. My background is not lighted up, but I'm actually a bit in a rush. What I'm not sorry for is this lip because I think my new personality is black lipstick and I kind of think about wearing this outside the house too, but what I'm wearing is, so you know, the lip of the day. This is MAC, the lip liner in the shade Night Moth. And then I got one of the new MAC Maximal matte lipsticks, the reformulated ones, in caviar. Oh my god. And to make it even more exciting, I topped that off with a duochrome highlighter from the shade, no, not the shade, the brand Shall We Makeup. I cannot lie, this is it probably. The goth makeup, the intensity, the feelings that I have. I have a dirty shirt, I just realized. You know what? Today when I'm filming this, it's Friday, April 5th. I will have quite a busy weekend. That's why I'm filming after work. That's why my face looks so used like that. So I'm shiny, my makeup has worn off a bit. I have a black spot on my chin because I of course corrected the lipstick with my finger and then I touched it, so I'm a whole mess. So let's just get into the releases, and I'm not gonna lie, from the things that I just see here, I have, oh, only one thing already in person here that lays here behind me. So I'm going to talk about that at the end of the releases. So let's start. We have a new collection from Flower Nose. I'm honest with you, I was not very excited when I saw the announcement. This is the Flower Nose X Nevers family. I don't know what that is. And this has cake blushes. So the blushes, the packaging looks like cake. It has nothing to do with the texture. An eye palette, blushes, and mirrors. Oh wait, no, the cake blushes are something different. Or are they? Oh, it's cream blushes, but they are in this super big chunky packaging that nobody can store. So it's cute, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna tell you right away, this is not for me. The palette is not for me. That purple blush in that lower corner, that looks quite interesting. But to be honest, that looks a bit like the only Flower Nose powder blush that I already have from the Mermaid collection. Like, it looks a bit like that center shade, and the powder blushes are actually so sheer that I have to build them up with 5 or 6 layers. The cream blush, though, I only have to build up with 3 layers. Just so you know, base makeup from Flower Nose, aside from highlighters, is very, very sheer, very, very buildable. The eyeshadow has probably a bit more of a punch, but it's not my color story, as you can probably tell at the moment. I saw the announcement for this product, I think already around Christmas or the holiday season before that. Somehow I do have a deja vu, but here we are now talking about an Easy Bake fragrance. So if you don't know what exactly this is, Huda Beauty's Easy Bake powder is probably one of the best, if not the best, loose setting out powders that exists on the market. I have the shade Cookie? Wait, it is Sugar Cookie, the white one, and I own Cherry Blossom Cake, the pink one. These are, as I said, the best probably loose powder, oh my god, loose under setting powders. I do not bake with them as they are supposed to do, or as you are supposed to do it with. I just set my makeup with a classic puff, tap it in, but I'm not applying like this massive amount of makeup like Huda Katan does herself. And a lot of people were criticizing in the past years that these are scented. I personally don't have a problem with a scented version of this, but it's not like this is a scent I would wear, so I don't get it. So let me just say the top notes. Jasmine Nectar, Lush Pear, and Dewy Gardenia Buds, whatever. The heart notes are Tuberose Infusion, Heliotrope, Liang Liang, and Gold Dust Orchid. Can you just write orchid? And the base notes are Vanilla Madagascar, Sugared Amber, Toasted Coconut, and White Moss. Let me just take a sniff. Yeah. I see. Yeah, okay. Now that I read the notes and yeah, okay, I like that smell. I'm honest with you. It does not bother me. A lot of people are bothered by that smell, and I remember there was a bit of a drama going on a year or 2 years ago when Michaela, no, whatever shit she is, got a personalized unscented version of that powder and nobody else. So what's now happening, we have first of all this perfume that I think it's clear I will not purchase, because although I like the smell, yes, it's a nice one, it smells a bit like old lady. Well, good old lady, but not old lady like I want to be. But not only did they kind of extract the scent out of the powder, they're also now bringing out these powders in an unscented version, which I think is a good thing. I don't have anything bad to say about this. I don't have to buy them because, again, I'm not bothered by the scent, but it's just nice to know that they are now unscented. What I don't understand is, or what I was not able... Oh, okay. When I understand that here, right, it's part now of the family. Okay, let me just rewind that. These fragrance-free ones are part of the family. So it's not that they are here now instead of the one with the fragrance. They are in addition to that. The only thing that I just hope is now that when they basically reformulated this, which it is a reformulation now, that they did not destroy the quality of the powder. That would be very, 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 very... I am missing the word. Disappointing. I had such a day and such a week. Not gonna lie. I'm confused. Is this the first release from Natasha Denona where there was no leak? But again, it's not an eyeshadow palette, so probably the leaks wouldn't be worth it. But Natasha Denona brought out 4 highlighter shades. Can I say it even louder? No! I mean, the swatches are nice, not gonna lie, but they are typical standard highlighters. And I can't put my finger on it what they remind me of. Becca. They look like the Becca highlighters. And these blushes are infused with Hygiene Skincare, Infused Glow Beautifier, this highlighty, bouncy face gel wet powder. What the fuck did the marketing think? Like, how many words of description can we put in there that basically crash with each other? What the fuck? And as soon as I started to rant, the dog started to bark. What's going on here in this village? I have no clue. So is this now a powder or a cream? Can someone please tell me that? Because I don't understand that. 2 ways of how to use the Hygiene Beautifier. For in all over radiance, use a dense face brush, buff onto the skin after applying the Hygiene Powder Serum. No, not powder serum, the primer serum. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that I shall apply this. Let me just, this is the Hygiene Serum. Do you see how this is reflecting shade? It's like, I hope you can tell, but it's super wet and it stays looking like that. It dries down, but it finishes basically to a more metallic look at the end, which I love. It's pretty. Again, not my favorite. You saw the video, but okay. But now you are also telling me that I should set this primer then down with a highlighter. I'm sorry, but I will not set a metallic looking primer with a metallic looking highlighter. What the fuck? What? And then we have the targeted highlighter. With a clean finger or highlighter brush, apply on the high points of the face, cheekbones, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, and eyes. And then the benefits. I cannot stop trashing this product. Skin hydration and moisturization. It's a fucking highlight. I don't need that. Can we please stop putting skincare in makeup? Like with a primer or even a foundation, I can get along with that. I'm like, fine, I take that. But with a fucking highlighter? What the actual fuck is going on? I am shocked how many people are excited for this launch. How many people are very, very happy that she's coming out with this. I say it now, it's an unpopular opinion, especially since I do have an affiliate code with them, but somehow Natasha Denona is falling off my excitement radar. Xenon was a super exciting palette, but aside from that, not many. Not a lot. I'm really not getting this launch, so let's move on to MAC Cosmetics. They are bringing back 3 collection because they have their 40th anniversary and 40 Disney Bring Backs collection. I'm honest with you, somewhere deep inside my memory of makeup history, I see these products. I kind of feel like I have seen them, but they're not like the MAC products where I feel like, oh, I missed them. Thank you, you're back. It's so good to see you. I'm honest with you, I am kind of interested in the Maleficent gloss, but at the same time, I have so many other products, I can easily skip that. So, no, thank you, actually. What is this? I tried to swallow my thoughts this time in the intro and not say, like in the past 4 or 5 weeks, how boring the current releases are, but not only are we having boring releases, Bella Beauty had the audacity to just take shades from previous releases that they had still flying around in their like warehouses and put them in a palette, put a super cheap, shitty, impossible to read artwork on top and call it a Secret Garden palette. I'm sorry, this is... No. This palette looks like a Temu palette, and I'm kind of annoyed that I'm saying this because the Smoky Glam palette from Bella Beauty, it's the only palette that I ever tried from them and I love it a lot. What the fuck is going on over at Bella Beauty? First the thing with, oh, you can pre-order a highlighter palette and it will be delivered in 12 to 16 weeks, you dumb shit. And now this. I'm telling you, I lose trust in Bella Beauty. I thought they are kind of like the new rising indie brand. I know that other indie creators already have been talking about Bella Beauty, but for me, they kind of got on my makeup radar last year and I felt like, oh, this can be great. But no, just no. Last week I showed you these very mysterious pictures of the Anastasia Beverly Hills launch, and now we know what it is. It's eyeglasses. The ethereal eyeglass, $26 each. Then we have space dust powder, so it's ultra fine sparkling powder. I guess it's like the Patrick Ta things that nobody's talking about anymore. And then lip glosses. So they all go hand in hand. So that means the eyeglasses, these sparkly powders, and the glosses itself are all the same colors in different formulations. I kind of wanted to. I was excited last week when these were not like really known what they are, but eyeglasses? Aren't we over that? I mean, I do have one eyeglass. I have or I had? No, I had. It was in the Rabanne palette. That lilac-y one. That was very interesting. That was actually the best shade in that palette because that was the worst Rabanne eyeshadow I have tried so far. Do we really need pots, jars? Do you say pot or jar? Little tiny containers of eyeglasses. Do we really need that? No. I made my decision. Big no, not for me. Hourglass is finally coming out with a pressed powder. Like, not a finishing powder, a pressed setting powder. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I wanna try it. I really want, but I'm very confused by the shades because we have translucent that looks straight up yellow, translucent light that looks straight up pink, translucent medium that looks like translucent but darker, translucent tan that is like a bronzer for me, and translucent deep that for sure is not for me. So I need to see real life applications. But I'm interested in that. I'm really, really interested in that. What I actually find a bit confusing is the name choice, because it's called the Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder. And I thought the Vanish things is full coverage, because the Vanish Airbrush Concealer is so full coverage that my tiny little one, I bought the travel size of it, lost me now since, I don't know, 2 years or so. That's kind of a weird name choice here. These next two things I can make really short. These are already existing, but we finally are getting minis from Rare Beauty. I really love the idea. I already used up one of the mini Rare Beauty blushes here, and every blush shade now is coming in a mini, and every highlighter too. And now we have to make a break for Hermione because she was again scratching at the door. You wanted to come in, now you have to perform for the people. Perform, girl. No, she doesn't want it. Okay, then you can do whatever you want to do in here. And now I'm full of cat hair. Back to the minis. I like that. I think that's a great choice to bring them out as a mini, and I will not exchange now my existing ones, but I like that. I wish they would have come out with that earlier. I feel like Rare Beauty is kind of in a release, I don't know, like very uncreative era. Like we don't know what to release era. By the way, my second cat is now scratching to come in here. And I feel like the Rare Beauty marketing team basically just scrolled through TikTok of the past 2 years and just saw what's in. I mean, mixing the blush with the highlighter, that is so TikTok 2 years ago. Wanting to have minis is so trend 2 years ago. Ow! Hermione just digged her nails into my knee. And now I have 3 cats in that room. What the fuck? Have you seen my 4th cat, Inge? I don't think so. Let me get Inge for you. And here's a cat. So this is my 4th cat. She doesn't like to be held. Okay, now you have to be shown to the people. This is Inge. She's named after my grandma, who was named Ingeborg. And she's our 2nd oldest cat. She will turn 4 this year. What is? You don't like that? Perform for the people. She doesn't want to. Now go play. By the way, I am full of cat hair now. So let's just finish this video with the 2 other things that I have saved. Again, I'm sorry for being all over the place today. Freck Beauty. I know the brand. I have had products from them. They're like Freck, the thing where you paint on your freckles with. That was awful. I didn't like that. And now they're bringing out liquid blushes. What the fuck? He's scratching at my desk here down. Cheek slime. Like, dear marketing of Freck, wasn't there a better name for it? Even if the marketing's plan was, okay, we're naming this something that will people make talk about it, which is clever, you know? Be controversial, people will talk about you. But cheek slime? Like, of course I'm talking about this, but I would never in my life sit here in a video and be like, and today I use cheek slime. Like, no, this is, no, thank you. But now let's talk about the last one I saved, and this is the new Byredo summer collection. I was never interested in the brand Byredo. In the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar, all 4 cats are now here in my office today. Can you please stop? Thank you. Do you remember my cat Waltraud? I showed her when she was a little kitten. She's massive now. Look at this big girl. Look at how massive she is. She's so pretty and beautiful. Oh, she's so soft. She's so soft. You know what? I'm going to hold her now for the rest of the video. So where was I? Okay, Byredo. I've gotten a mascara in the Beauty Advent Calendar from Cult Beauty, but I haven't tried it yet because I wanted to use up others. But now with this collection, the Mineral Scapes one, I saw that palette and I was like, Maybe this is the day where I am going to try Byredo, and actually, here it is. I just got it today when I'm filming this, so let me open this up with one hand. How do you open? What the fuck? Do you know how hard it is to show an eyeshadow palette with a cat here? So let me just put her down. I have so much cat hair on my clothes. Here's a peek inside. I'm honest with you, this looks so much better in real life than it does here on that photo. I think the photo does not do its justice, and I'm very, very surprised that you have only 2 mattes in here, this and this one. I don't mind pulling in, oh, cat hair overwear. I don't mind pulling in like other palettes, for example, using that shitty Makeup by Mario palette, but should we do a live swatch? Like, not all of them, but the ones that actually interest me, which are this blue. Oh, this one. Ooh, this sparkly one. And the gold one. They look pretty stunning, don't they? Oh my, oh. Definitely kind of what I was expecting. So if you think these are like impactful indie shimmers, no. But I mean, these are technically not mattes, but they are soft satins. A bit like with the Dior Backstage one, the satin shades you can easily use for transition colors or blending in general. So, I like it. And that shimmer, I can already imagine super, super pretty looks with this, maybe even with a black cream shadow underneath. So can we call that video a mess or a success? Or is it a messy success? I don't know, I'm just cleaning my fingers now. I have cat hair everywhere, I have cats here all over the room. I couldn't be happier because I love my 4 cats, even though they sometimes just make the anger boil inside of me. But talking about the makeup, let me just tell you that aside from this Byredo release that really piqued my interest, I think we are in a very, very weird makeup time. And I mean, it's every year the same, that in the spring and summer, in my opinion, the releases are not the bestest. But this year is utterly disappointing. And the question I have here is, why is that like that? Is that because we are just oversaturated with makeup? Is there too much? Are we done with makeup at this point? Or is it really that boring? I don't know. Am I too long in that beauty community? Have I seen it all? Can I dupe these 100%? Yes, but I like it. Let's discuss this a bit in the comments. Is this boring because it's really boring? Or are we bored because we just have seen it all at this point? That could be a cool Controversy Friday topic. I will stop now filming because these dogs annoy the shit out of me. I want to change my clothes because I'm sweaty. I worked all day. I have cat hair all over, and now I have to just remove the cats out of this room before they start to just make a bigger chaos inside here than I already have. So I hope you like this very messy video this time. Something else, something different this time. And if you do so, please stay, please subscribe. Thank you for all the new people that are here, and I hope I can see you in the next one. Oh, and thank you for all the people who are still here but not new and still longer. Okay, I'm shutting it down now.